Winners don't use drugs.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Adam, Vinny, Tommy, Chris. Thank you guys for joining me for this one. Kick-Ass from 2010. A movie that I did not see when it was out in the theater. Seen previews of it going to see other movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of, just didn't get my interest.
Right.
And it was out on DVD. My friend is telling me, you gotta see this movie. You gotta see this movie. I go to his house, we watched it. I was like, damn, I wish I could have seen this in the theater because I hated it. And I had no idea that this was based off a comic book until another one of my friends told me.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Marvel imprint. Marv? That's what it said in the beginning.
Well, the deal that Mark Miller, he cut with Marvel because he was still working with them when he started doing his indie stuff, and they let him have his label under them. But
so this is his label? Oh.
Yeah, this is his. But then he sold his whole thing to Netflix. So now everything has Netflix all over it, and they have the option to do anything, either make a movie, a TV show, whatever, out of all of his new projects.
What's up, RR? Thanks for stopping in, bro.
Hey.
What up, RR?
So, yeah.
But, did anyone here see this in the theater?
Nope.
I can't remember if I did see it in the theater or not.
Yeah?
I might have.
What's up, Happy Dinosaur? How you doing, man?
What's up, Happy? I just want to go ahead and point out the only superhero that ever mattered is the guy I have for my icon right now.
Rorschach.
That's right.
Greatest superhero of all times.
Yeah. That's the best monologues ever.
I'm telling you. I want to mention this about this movie, though. So we get the premise of this movie where he's, he gets the itch to be a superhero just because he sees everything that's going wrong in society all around him. Shit that, that's happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually, it kind of like leads into real life. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. I wasn't aware until I found out about it, but did you know there's actually people that legit do this kind of stuff?
Phoenix Jones. We spoke about this man before. This psychopath out in Seattle. I think this man is mental. I think he's mentally stunted. Yes, I know he has his own. He has his own little legion of morons. Yes, I know, and they follow him into battle. Yes,
and apparently they're all over that. They're all over the country too. Like there's small little groups of people that are dressing up like this and going out there.
I just knew about the Seattle ones. I can't remember when I first saw this, but it was on regular TV, and they were talking to this Phoenix Jones guy. Mm-hmm. And then, all right, so you want to look up this Phoenix Jones guy. I remember typing his name into YouTube. Phoenix Jones breaks his nose. Phoenix Jones breaks his teeth. Phoenix Jones breaks it. It's like every single one of these was Phoenix Jones getting the shit kicked out of him. And that's very much what Kick-Ass is like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass, he gets his shot in, but for the most part, it's like what Big Daddy, Nicolas Cage says. His name should be Ass Kick.
Yeah. Ass Kicked is what it should have been. Ass Kicked. Or kicked ass. It could have just been kicked ass too. But I think it does speak to people that want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the people that would want to do something are probably like this kid in this movie.
or they're the mentally disturbed Armenian man who jumps off the building in the beginning with the falcon wings.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Because not even you can be falcon.
that reminded me of Condor Man.
Hey man, taping 100 pounds of metal to your back or riveting it into a backpack on you, what could go wrong?
Right?
Yeah.
He fucking sank like a stone straight down.
It reminded me of that other movie, Condor Man. You guys remember that one?
I heard of Condor Man. I never got to see it. No.
Is that the Michael Keaton one?
Not
that's Bird. That's Birdman.
That's Birdman.
Oh.
No, this one was in the 80s. Is the guy who played the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Was this a trauma? Was this a trauma one?
I don't think it was. He had like a James Bond vehicle as well, kind of thing, like a gypsy truck, and then he hits a button, and it's actually like a sports car pops out underneath it.
Oh shit!
It looked bad too, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
looked
yeah.
really
He had
bad.
these gigantic fucking wings. Yeah, it was like, what was it, the Eiffel Tower or something? I forgot where he was. He was in like some famous landmark in Europe, and he jumped off of it.
Oh, RR says this was a Disney movie.
Oh, was it?
Shit. Yeah,
I remember seeing it as a
I'm
kid.
with Happy Dinosaur. His comment about comics inspiring people, but like I think we could do if we invested our energies into better things than like taking the spirit of the comic instead of the aesthetic of the comic. You know what I mean? Like you don't
Yeah.
need to dress up to be a superhero to do that stuff.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. But
I'm-
if you want to be an
yeah.
attention whore moron, that's
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Here, I'm sharing.
like-
I'm sharing screen so you can see what it looked like.
Because cocaine's a hell of a drug, man.
well, yeah. I mean,
I've seen pictures.
it
Good
looks
God.
familiar. Yeah.
See, at first when you said Condor Man, I got mistaken. I thought it was that fucking thing with Willie Ames, Bible Man.
Oh Jesus!
Bible.
Dude, I have watched those. Like
You did on
Yes,
purpose.
I had a friend. So I had a friend who took me to this thing called CCD.
Yeah, I used to have to do that too. That's what public school kids whose parents want them to go through the sacraments have to do.
Yeah, we watched that
yeah.
a cartoon anime called The Flying House. It was a series, and I think they were all like trying to convert the Jew. Because I was like the pet project. Like everybody's like, "Hey, we're going to CCD. You want to come?" I'm like, "Can I?" I didn't think I would all spontaneously wait. Are we gonna Is this gonna be like Beat the Jew?
Yeah.
And Slasher, you're wrong. You're wrong, man. The first rule of being a superhero is you got to protect your identity, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Always.
Or am I not protecting my identity? Am I doing a bad job?
Hey, do you want people?
I don't have my camera on, do I?
You want people like
Nope.
Harry Sission or David Hogg showing up at your door trying to like rub your leg or something? You got to protect your identity.
Those motherfuckers will never set foot in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Man.
But yeah, this you said you guys had the comics of this, both of you guys,
Yeah,
Vinny and Chris.
So I don't know if I got the
Hello.
official comic. I got a movie promotional comic, which was basically like when this movie came out in
2010.
Yeah, when this came out, they were basically giving away these pretty thick. It was like a 24-page comic that was to catch you up or inform you about Kick-Ass, and it was the legit comic pages in there, but it wasn't the full thing, and there were parts in it that also had things that weren't in the movie, like the dominatrix stuff or whatever. But yeah, it was a very that was my introduction to it. So it was I don't know. I didn't like it as much as I liked the movie.
Well, this was a big deal. This movie, they made a big deal of this movie when it came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's almost forgotten about. No one really freaking mentions this
Well,
anymore.
it's-
And I blame the sequel for that. Because
Yep.
the sequel was awful.
Yeah.
I don't know a
It's
single
good.
person who liked the sequel.
No. Well, again,
I liked it.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I thought last week you said that you didn't.
Are you kidding? I love it. You all hate
Oh,
it,
no.
right?
Oh, I see. This is opposite day.
Yeah, it's opposite that. I was gonna say the.
No, Tommy's a superhero. He's contrarian man.
Yeah.
That's who he fucking is.
Yeah. I knew what's his name, Ramita Jr. for a little bit. Yeah, he's the one who got me my interview at fucking Marvel that time.
Oh,
But,
damn, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He's, oh, you work for Tata, and he hooked me up with the submissions and everything. When I went there, though, it's you could see it was bullshit. They didn't. The submissions editor is a joke. If you don't have a meeting with a proper editor, yeah, they're not going to give you a fucking job. That was one of the first times. And then I was supposed to get the Spider-Man one with an actual real editor, Ralph Macchio. And then Casada fucked me out of it. But when I was there, I saw some things that were pretty fucking hilarious. regarding Joe Quesada, how they made fun of him in
Oh, they
Office. Oh yeah, in the Office, they fucking hated him.
Oh
There's
damn!
some pretty funny shit. But yeah, with Ramita though, like that's why I flipped through it. I didn't have it. A friend of mine did. But I picked up one of the sequels and I was lost on it. Like I only got like the first 2 issues. I didn't really get what the fuck was going on.
How old was this by the time they made the movie? This was 2000s, obviously 2000s, not 90s. They didn't. This wasn't 90s, so this wasn't 90s.
No.
Okay.
No, because they make reference to like his iPhones and stuff. You know, I think it was 2008. But like the Kick-Ass in the book, like he was completely miscast because this dude's kind of buff and he's a big dude.
Well, it's just because John Romita Jr. He just fucking draws everyone like that. They have gigantic heads and neat bodies.
Yeah, he looks like a Hummel.
Yeah. But John Romita, he always had a weird style anyway. Because even when he would draw it like every single character would look kind of the way fucking Frank Miller draws Marv. Like he always kind of had that. Like he made them look like a bunch of fucking troglodytes, basically.
Yeah, because he tried to steer away from his father's style. Because in the beginning, he actually did draw closer to his father's style, which I did like. But yeah, then I guess he wanted to get his own voice, or whatever. But
like Daredevil, and when he was doing Daredevil, or he was doing Punisher Warzone, they're like all blocky and shit.
Yeah. Oh. But that still looked better than what he ultimately like his.
I'm not hating the style at all. I like the style. It's just No, but I know how his art style is very funky for for some people. It's a little bit too funky.
But the thing is, though, in the comic, like this dude looks like a legit superhero. He's not super jacked, but he looks like he could take a punch and throw a punch. But the Kick-Ass in the book does not look like a superhero in any way. Like he looks like a little kid.
Yeah,
like, he looks.
And he's got like more blondish looking hair on top of
Yeah, and big eyes, like anime eyes.
Yep.
Well, in part 2, they show him. He's standing there with the shirt off, and you can tell he's already started his I'm gonna get fucking ridiculously jacked. Like I'm gonna be the jacked ass pretty boy that like Ryan Reynolds and that type of shit.
Yeah.
But this dude's British, so like it's funny too because this guy actually is a good actor.
Yeah.
And we've got both the Quicksilvers in this movie too. I didn't even fucking realize that.
Yeah. What's going on, Vigilante? Good to see you.
Yeah, how you doing, brother? Yeah.
What up,
Thanks
man?
for stopping in, Vigilante.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kick-Ass is This is a very fun movie.
Yeah, here's a cover to the book, or one of them.
Yeah, watch this when you see this cover, like, and then you look at the dude that plays him, and you're like, that is a miscast.
Why is it not sharing? I'm pressing add it to stage, and it's not adding to stage. Oh, I have to get rid of this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Duh.
Why is it not working?
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
Okay, I never saw the drawings of him without his mask, but I know that I remember the skinny ass, those other pictures of him all skinny and shit. Yes, I did see that.
Yep. Yeah, because they had 3 of them. Yeah, 3 different series.
And then they did spin-offs, right? Like, didn't they give Hit Girl a spin-off?
Yeah. The one of the ones that I have is what's it called?
That's
Big
Red
Game.
Mist, by the way, I think.
Yeah. Where is it? Do I have it up here? Yeah, it's called Big Game. That's when Millar took all of his properties and he did like a big story with all of them in there. And Kick-Ass is in it, and
is Scott Pilgrim in it too? Is that why she mentioned Scott Pilgrim in the movie?
That's not his.
That's not his.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a Canadian.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't know. I was out of comics around that time.
Yeah, they were just making comic book references because they were in the shop. He's got Hook. He's got a few different things. Nemesis is basically it's like the evil Batman, and he wears all white.
Yeah, you have the figure of him.
I did a custom of that Batman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
As far as that Scott Pilgrim thing, that movie should never be mentioned at any point ever. That is like one of the worst movies.
I couldn't get through it.
That movie made Canadians look awful.
I don't know, Tommy. I thought you being a Big Bang fan, Big Bang Theory fan, and all. I thought
I hate that movie, and then I am so tired of hearing people say that's one of Brie Larson's best acting roles ever. Really did you pay attention to what she was doing? Most of that movie was the stupid sneers and the fake smile. That was 90% of her so-called great acting in that movie. Give me a break.
I didn't even get up to that part. I couldn't get through the movie at all. Like I tried watching it, I think on three different occasions. I could not watch it. It was so fucking bad.
The main character is so goddamn unlikable. Like you want him to lose, and then you find out at the end of the movie
it's Michael Cera. Of course, you're not going to want to like Michael Cera.
He meets his mirror opposite, like his evil clone or whatever. And his evil clone turns out to be the good guy. So he's just an asshole. And every Canadian they showed, except for like Knives Chow, were just raging assholes. Like nobody in this movie is like likable.
All right, yeah. What Vigilante here is asking, aren't things way different in the book? There is a whole if you look at the IMDb for this, it has like 4 or 5 fucking paragraphs of everything that's different compared to the comic and the book. Okay, so
that's funny.
All right, well, let's get into the beginning of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he has no origin story. He just decides to become a superhero.
Yeah.
He even says
skin diving suit and look like Testicle Man.
He even says, he's like, if you're expecting, I will avenge you.
Yeah.
And he shows him at the fucking grave of his parents. He's like, no, this isn't that story.
If you were looking for that true origin story, you're not getting to hear. What's going on, Soul Assassin? It's not that she doesn't say anything at all in that movie, but it's a lot more limited than the way people were sitting there talking about it. It was their best role ever. I'm sorry. She probably had more talking lines in that freaking remake of King Kong with freaking Jack Black.
I forgot she was in that. That's how forgettable her role was in that.
Wait, the Jack Black one from
the
Peter Jackson one?
No. She wasn't in that one. She was in the one where Sam Jackson gets stepped on by King
Skull
Kong.
Island?
That was Skull Island? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I didn't even know. I forgot she was in that one too.
Her role is minimalistic. They only make a big deal of her when she's on the ship. Once they get on Skull Island, her character is almost forgotten about.
Which is great because that's how I prefer. I can't stand that bitch. Anyway, I was gonna say though, one thing that does happen in this big crossover, he's got a book on magicians and stuff, and they actually do grant kick-ass powers.
Really?
In this story, yeah. So he actually becomes like a superhero at one point.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah, because there's nothing superheroic about him.
No. And
his heart is his most heroic thing about him.
And Hit Girl is like, oh fuck. Well, she's growing up in this book, and holy shit, man, she is still massively lethal.
Yeah, she's. I like what the fucking mobster calls. You're crazy. You and your crazy midget friend here. He doesn't even notice that it's a fucking 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl.
Well, then she gets popped like a zit in that freaking car compactor. That was disgusting.
So what you're saying is they did Hit Girl pretty much the same.
So
personality-wise and everything.
Yeah. She's a fucking psycho in the books.
So they kill Big Daddy off. In the books, they kill him off right in the beginning.
Oh, I don't know where it was in there. I only flipped through it one time. I didn't.
And again, I'm not trying to shit on the comic, but I read through the thing, that promotional thing that I was telling you about, the one that was it was 24 pages and it had basically Kick-Ass 1 with some other shit in it, and I completely forgot it. That's how much I like the movie more, and that's sad.
Well, here's the thing. Ramita is really good with his storytelling, but I'm not a fan of his art style.
It wasn't how do I explain it? It didn't pull me in. It didn't make me want to I read through it and it felt almost like a yay, it's an advertisement. I wouldn't pay for this.
From what I seen the differences when I was seeing the comparisons between the movie and the comics.
Mhm.
The comics sound like a tremendous downer. Like
Yeah.
it does not sound like this one actually has. Even though Big Daddy doesn't make it to the end of the movie, it still has a happy ending. You know,
Yeah.
we murder the whole crime
Yeah.
family.
And this
Well,
is
not the whole crime family
Yeah.
because Red Mist still lives, but
and this
The
is
motherfucker.
what Big Daddy looked like in the books.
Yeah, he's like more military with a beard and shit.
Well, the mask and shit that he had on, like the whole.
Oh.
Well, sorry. Yeah, you got the thing up there, but
damn it, Vinny.
yeah, my bad. So yeah, that's what they first look like.
Yeah.
Oh
and he-
shit, he looks completely different.
Well, look at the Hit Girl. Look at Hit Girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed up a lot. Like you said, he looks more like a little kid here.
Yeah, look, like that doesn't look like a superhero.
No.
That's what I remember. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah, look over here too. Look how tiny he is.
yeah.
Yeah, very very strange.
But I don't know all right. So the guy that the girl he's in love with, Katie.
Yep.
All right. After Kick-Ass becomes Kick-Ass, he gets stabbed immediately, and he gets in the hospital. He gets his goddamn.
He gets hit by a car as well.
Yeah, he gets hit by a car, and he gets a fucking. They don't say the word adamantium, but is
Well,
that
he
like
did
what?
the
Since
metal
it's
part.
Marvel, is that what they're kind of pertaining to?
No, well, he says he was I'm like Wolverine now. It was just
Yeah,
regular like metal and titanium.
all the metal. Yeah, all the metal.
Yeah.
What's going on, DJ B2,
How you
and
doing?
what's
What's
up,
up,
Ancient
man?
One?
Hello.
So I was looking up the trade paperbacks for it. So there's varying prices. Of course, graded are always ridiculous, but trade paperback number one and a 9.6, 165 on freaking eBay. But I did see one guy's got a number one paperback for 846. Then number two is like 20. Then they actually got one called Hit Girl in Canada.
100 what?
2018.
100 how much for that first one?
Oh, for the high grade one, 9.6, 165.
That's a paperback, not just
That's
not
a
the
trade
first issue.
paperback. Yeah, it's a trade paperback.
Oh, goddamn.
But it's graded.
I
Yeah,
heard
trade-
that.
People haven't heard about that shit. Like some of these trade paperbacks in really good condition,
Yeah,
they go for just as much, sometimes maybe even more than the damn comics. It's ridiculous.
that's insane.
But yeah, they got this one Hit Girl in Canada trade paperback from 2018.
Yeah.
All right.
That's wild.
Now I gotta look up and see when the very first Kick-Ass comic came out.
What's going on, Chicago Cubs?
What's up?
Okay.
What's up, Chicago Cubs? How you doing, man? 2012.
Okay.
Wait, that can't be.
No?
No. That can't be
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
'cause the
fucking
movie
movie
came
came
out
out in
in 2010.
2010.
Yeah. That's probably like 2008 or something.
Well, some of those trade paperbacks, the like issue 4, which is like a collection of how many? It's usually 6 comics or so in it. I seen one of them said something like 2011 or something, 2011 through 2012 for like number 4. So
2010. No, wait.
Oh.
Sorry, no, my bad. No, where the fuck? Yeah, 2008. There you go.
Okay.
2008. I was right.
Wow, it only took 2 years for them to fucking do this.
well,
Well, yeah,
look
because-
how. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say because Mark Millar, he already had Wanted with Jolie and all that. That was one of his big ones as well.
Mark Millar did that too?
Yeah.
Well, you take into example like people trying to push forward as fast as they can while there's still some kind of interest in it. So we know that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles took a while before it became a cartoon because Playmates wouldn't do the toys without the damn cartoon first. Within that first year of the cartoon being out and being a hit and the toys selling well, they wanted to push for a movie within a year.
Yeah.
The only reason it got pushed back is because, well, obviously Eastman and Laird, and then Playmates thought it was too soon to push the movie. That's the only reason that movie got pushed to 90. He wanted to do it in like 88, 89. He wanted to do the movie.
Wow.
But
Fucking nuts.
looking at the comparison between him and the comic and him in this, like the comic looks a little bit goofier. And this movie has some goofy, like, comedy to it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know that, and just hearing the whole thing. Okay, so like I was saying, the girl he's in love with decides to ask him to get Kick-Ass to go to this drug dealer's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Apparently, in the book, they said that it's the girlfriend of the ex-drug dealer, and that at the end of the first issue, I think they say that same girl ends up having sex with his fucking father. Has sex with Dave here, Dave Lizewski, Kick-Ass his father. Like everything I heard was so fucking. It was just like sexually explicit this, sexually explicit that.
Yeah.
Like there was one thing I remember hearing that the girl Katie ends up screwing him over and sending him pictures of her blowing someone else. Like they get into shit like that. Like
Wow.
it's like if maybe they did Kick-Ass the Axel Braun version. Like maybe
The long friend true. Like
I guess we know what he's going to use his fighting sticks for then.
yeah, those aren't fighting sticks. Those require double D batteries.
But and the other thing too, like, all right, we're Hit Girl in this. See, I don't. Some people probably would see it, especially hardcore feminists would see that it's girl boss moment. I see it more as like if Robin was a murderer. That's how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it because she was actually getting the shit kicked out of her too. She wasn't girl boss in that end fight, man. That end fight, that dude fucking roundhouse kicking her and shit.
Oh yeah. She would have been shot in the head.
I think that's probably why they did some of the things they did when they changed, because his outfit, from what I've seen, looks pretty much the same as it did in the comic.
The outfit looks the same.
Yeah.
For the mouth,
But
in the book, he doesn't have a mouth hole.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh.
But I think the reason they changed Big Daddy is they wanted some familiarity with people that are into the comic book stuff.
Yeah, more Batman.
So, if we kind of make him kind of have like, I didn't say Batman. I didn't say Batman.
That part was fucking hilarious.
If they put something like that into it, gives a little bit more familiarity with the characters. Okay, well, he kind of reminds me of Batman. It's easier for people to digest. So then when you're saying a killer Robin, well, I mean, it just makes sense that they're making him look like Batman, to kind of make that comparison.
I like that they kept doing that in the beginning. Like, you said he looked like Batman. I never said Batman!
Well, when Superman, no, Batman!
And they cut his finger off and you hear him screaming for mercy while fucking Frank D'Amico and his son are talking about the snacks they're going to get at the movie theater. Yeah, Mark Strong as the bad guy, Frank D'Amico in this. Mark Strong is awesome in this. I thought he was fucking great. I love when he gets out of the car and he goes up to fake Kick-Ass to make like he's gonna shake his hand and then roundhouse kicks him to the fucking floor.
Man, I think one other difference that was, in the book, or I should say,
also Frank D'Amico does not exist in the book. I read.
Yeah, well, one thing, like, you remember how, like, so Big Daddy's origin there? We're talking about, like, Big Daddy, like, how basically, like, he gets framed and then, like, he goes to jail and
the comic book flashback.
Yeah. If I recall, and I could be wrong, somebody will have to check this, but I don't think her mom dies in the book, and I think that's the ending, is she reunites with her.
He's also not an ex-cop in the movie. I mean, in the book. In the book, he's pretending to be an ex-cop.
Yeah, well, he's a fanboy. He's just like you and I. Yeah.
Yes, he's a comic, but that's what made his whole shit. The whole reason why Big Daddy exists, it's said in the comic, is the same reason why it's Kick-Ass, because like they just were inspired by comic books.
Yep.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
I want to see this comparison shit, because they had a whole fucking. All right. Wait. All right. Well, just keep talking about it while I'm trying to look for this fucking thing I saw the other day.
We missed one major crucial story point when we're talking about Kick-Ass and his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Is that after he got tried to break up the car theft or whatever, he got shanked, and he basically had the paramedics burn his clothes to hide the evidence that he was a superhero. And his dad thought he was basically this rumor gets started that he's hitting for the other team. And that's why he gets with this girl, is he convinced her, or basically went along with this rumor that he was gay. And so
his asshole friend gives him the nod to fucking go along with it.
Yeah, that Cousin Oliver looking motherfucker. Yeah.
So what are you saying? Is this promoting people that act like they're fag hags just so they can get in close with women? And
that's what it seemed like at first. That's just what it seemed like at first, right? Yeah. But then she even says to him, it's like, oh man, I wish you were straight.
Yeah, dude, all the chicks say that though. Like, you know what I mean? It's it's like, it's one of those things where it's like forbidden fruit. They want what they can't have. That's why they want this dude, is because they think that he's like an ass pounder. They think he's a rump ranger, so they're not. They're like, oh, she's like, oh, I wish you were. It's like, you never given the time.
Now use every term you can for a gay person.
What, the stool pusher? Forgot about Tootsie,
he won the pillow biter.
Yeah, I know he's an anal assassin, but like the thing is like,
okay, I found it.
He didn't get the time of day. He didn't get the time of day when she thought he was straight, and then the moment she thought he was, a fudge packer, suddenly, she's like,
I'm gonna have Glad knocking on my fucking door in 5 minutes if you keep this going.
Fabulous.
All right. So there's 4 fucking paragraphs full of the differences between. All right. In the graphic novel, it's not Katie who asks Kick-Ass for help taking care of the low-life drug dealers at the apartment where Kick-Ass first meets Hit Girl. It's the ex-girlfriend of the head gang member at the apartment who asks him for help because her ex-boyfriend keeps harassing her. The said ex-girlfriend of the gang member appears at the end of the graphic novel performing sex acts with Dave's father. Why did they have to add that in there? This change was probably made to the movie as to A, keep the plot of the movie more simple by not throwing too many characters and subplots, and B, to get Katie a little bit involved in the conflicts of Kick-Ass. All right.
Hey,
paragraph
only, bro.
Paragraph number 2. In the graphic novel, you don't know Red Mist is the insider double-crossing the protagonist until they all meet in the warehouse towards the end, from which, as in the movie, it's revealed that he is the son of John Genovese, the name of the kingpin in the graphic novel, as opposed to Frank D'Amico. Mm-hmm. In the movie, you know from the get-go, Red Mist is D'Amico's son, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this whole fucking thing is about fucking Nicolas Cage, about fucking Big Daddy. Mm-hmm. The biggest character for motivation change is origin of Big Daddy. While in the movie, Big Daddy is really an ex-cop out for revenge against D'Amico. In the graphic novel, it's revealed in the torture scene. All right, when he's burning, he admits this. Okay. He's only pretending to be an ex-cop turned vigilante, that in reality, he was an accountant. For that reason, for being a vigilante superhero was just like Dave. He was a huge comic book fanatic. He funded everything for him and Mindy by selling a bunch of his old vintage comics that he kept locked in a chest from Mindy, so Mindy wouldn't know that her father wasn't a cop. He then reveals his... Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
That's why I like the movie better. Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
That sounds like... Imagine we found that... Imagine, like, if Big Daddy made it to part 2, and we found that out in part 2, what a fucking disappointment that would have been.
Oh, yeah.
So, wait a minute. In the comic... So, in the comic, was Dave a... supposed knob gobbler or not?
It doesn't say that. Sure, that would be a whole other paragraph, but it's not here.
No, but like the whole thing of him being the ex-cop and avenging his dead wife and stuff, it makes it more rational why he willingly stole his daughter's childhood. Yep. Otherwise, like if he's just some fanboy, some divorcee accountant fanboy, like that's stupid. Like that's sorry. Like
I agree.
Man.
You're not
I'd be like,
wrong.
oh, that guy's an asshole. Like, he ruined his daughter's life, turned her into a
Yeah. Fucking shooting her in the fucking chest, testing out bulletproof vests in the afternoon. Hey, we're gonna go bowling. Let's just let me shoot you in the chest 6 times before we fucking get you some ice cream.
Like Chris was saying, though, and then he turns his daughter into a complete psychopath, murderous,
murderous little fucking.
You know what?
Backflips off of walls and stabs people in the fucking head.
I'm tired of hearing you guys degrade this girl. This girl is doing everything
she's awesome.
great. She's the type of person
awesome.
we need
love
out in
it.
the street right now. I don't see it.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like Hit Girl is. That's what I was saying. Like I don't fucking see Hit Girl in this as like girl boss because
no, she gets her ass kicked
at the end when she's fucking face to face with D'Amico. That motherfucker is like he's not holding back.
Yeah. Well, Kick-Ass had to save her with the Gatling guns and then the rocket launcher like that.
Yep.
Yeah, if this were a girl boss moment,
she saved him all the time.
Right.
Yeah. If this were a girl boss, she'd be the one that like basically was the final exclamation point in this film. It'd have been like the one that saved him for everything.
Not only that, Chris. So in the few points in the fight where he gets the better half of her, you hear her wince like a little girl would.
Yeah,
that is very, very prominent in those scenes, saying that she's not quite as strong as him. She's still a girl. So I mean, they're giving you those moments. So there is no girl boss power thing in this. She's highly trained.
Yeah.
And
she's also a little kid, so right, you're gonna be able to imprint on that mind a little bit more.
Well,
you know?
they used it in the scene where she walks into the lobby. She uses that, I'm just an innocent little girl.
I lost my mommy and daddy. Yeah,
and she really did. She wasn't lying.
All right, Tommy. Though, all right. Remember when I said that there would be a whole other paragraph of your question about whether Dave is hitting for Visitor or not. Okay, the biggest change overall probably comes at the end with Katie and what happens after Dave reveals himself to not be gay and that he's the real Kick-Ass. Oh, so he does this at the end of the first story. In the movie, Dave reveals the truth to her before the climax and she falls in love with him. In the graphic novel, Dave reveals the truth to Katie. This was another thing I heard. Yes, this was another thing I heard. Katie gets really angry and has her new boyfriend beat Dave up. Afterwards, Katie then repeatedly sends pictures of her performing fellatio on her boyfriend just to make David even more miserable. So, he didn't get to bang her for revealing that he wasn't gay. So,
but it's like more despicable.
That's funny.
No, but it's like, again, going back to what I was saying about like the movie change with Big Daddy being an actual cop, and this is a revenge story. It logically holds together and makes the reasoning for why he stole his daughter's childhood and turned her into a psychopath killing machine like justifiable, because it's like this is a family vendetta and they are avenging their dead mother or dead wife or whatever, you know. And then the same thing with the girl who she's already said, like, I wish you weren't gay or whatever. And then when she found out that he wasn't, it's like, wow, it was almost like being the gay was like the foot in the door. Otherwise, he would have never even gotten her attention. But once she figured it out, she saw who he really was and fell in love with him. Like, you juxtapose that with the comic, and it's like, no, everybody is a scumbag. Yeah. Like, nobody's redeemable.
Exactly.
This sounds like it's done just like... It's like
shock
a weird,
value.
Exactly.
Shock value just for the sake of it. Because I'm sorry, that sounds retarded all around.
Yes, it does.
And it doesn't even make any sense. Why would she do that? She's it's not to make him jealous. You would send photos of that act. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because he would grab. Because if this is real life, the kid would just go, revenge porn, and put her face doing that all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
hello, the hub.
You could tell a guy in his 50s wrote this.
But that sounds terrible. That does not sound like any sort of happy ending bullshit. And yes, the sex stuff, like I was saying, like that seems like what you said, Vinny. Like, you get enough of the shock value with the murder, right? Like, you don't have to throw in
shock value with the Kleenex.
But just fucking Is he jerking off for the first fucking 15 pages of the book?
The movie?
Holy
shit!
But it's his teacher and her big titties.
But I don't like the I don't like the sound of the book seeing this. It seems like they're just doing it just to have sex stuff in there. It's like,
well,
you don't have to have sex and violence together. You could do them separately. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think this is why, like, and again, I don't want to be shitting on the creators or anything.
I'm not like saying that it's bad to have sex and violence and stuff together. I'm just saying, like, you don't always have to do it.
You could tell you want to be salacious for the sake of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, why do they have to get Dave's father involved in having sex with fucking one of these characters?
Yeah.
But like, this is why I was saying, like, I like the movie better because, like, it's less edgelordy, but it's also less mean-spirited.
Yes.
It sounds terribly mean-spirited. The book sounds fucking horrifically mean-spirited.
Yeah, like I don't need to like this is part of when the whole Marxist deconstructionism where they're like, you got to deconstruct your heroes and everything, and it's cool and all, like seeing a deconstructed hero, but like when it goes this far, where like there's nothing redeemable about anybody, like the entire universe is shit. Like nobody wants to live in the Kick-Ass universe. This is fucking terrible.
All right, well, is Dave a horrible person in the comics?
Yeah,
he is.
Like he's a fucking loser. Like, and again, he's this like little knobby.
The difference between being a loser and being like a down on your luck loser and being a horrible, mean-spirited shithead of a person. There's a difference.
No, well, I mean, like I like he's a chronic masturbator or something, and like no, they do talk about like,
hey now.
no, but it's like
that's kind of personal or something.
Leave your personal shit alone.
No, like I think, and don't quote me on this because I could be misremembering, but I remember something like he actually got off on the like wearing the costume, like that was unnecessary,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like
he gets turned on from putting on the fucking costume.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Does he have extra in the comic? Does he have extra pouches to carry Kleenex with him after he gets a beating from somebody?
This sounds like Millar was like attacking his fans and how they are.
You can say his name again.
He keeps his third nightstick in his pants.
Vinny, can you say his name again? How you just said it? I like that.
Millar or Miller, whatever the fuck.
Isn't that how it is?
Well, it's spelled that way, but
it spells it like that, right?
Yeah.
It's Millar.
But I think
it
pronounces
is.
it Miller.
Okay.
The Scots are weird.
Yeah,
it was Millar.
It's like Irish names, like Niamh somehow pronounces Neve. Like, where does M and H make a V sound?
Here, I got another one here. There's a certain company that makes they make all those other stuff. The STIHL, and they call that steel. I don't even know how you get an E sound out of an I like that. It doesn't.
I love seeing this female Irish name SIOBHAN Siobhan.
Oh yeah, Siobhan. Or
no, I've heard it pronounced with a V. Siobhan. It's like, no, BH does not make a V. No.
Yeah. BH makes a V in Irish. The one that got me though was Sorsha. It's like SAORISE.
Oh yeah, like there's that. She's an actress. Saoirse Ronan, I think her name is. Yeah. First time I saw it, Sour Reese. What's up, Frankie? How you doing?
Hey, Frankie. Yeah, you're right, Frankie. Yeah.
Yep. You also have some of those people that spell, instead of like we've seen the lovely Sherry around, SHERI or SHERRY. Then you got a few of them that spell it SHARI. So I was like, is that Shari?
Or the one from the chick from the Runaways, Runaways, Sherry Curry. It's spelled CHERIE, but it's Sherry.
When I was in university, when I'm with my freaking non-trad student roommates or whatever, we had this one dude who was like banging all these chicks, and one of my other roommates had his German friend over, and he answered the phone and left a message for my other roommate. He's like, Kerry called or whatever, and again he's German. He's like, yeah, your friend Kerry called, yeah, and he's like, I can't make it out. Was it Carrie or Kerry? What is the difference? I don't know. Her name was Carrie. It's like, well, because those are two different girls.
You gotta tell him to write it down.
Yeah, he did it. He couldn't. He's like, is that an A or an E? And because he's like, I don't know. She said her name was Carrie. And he's like, is it Carrie or Kerry?
Oh my
I
god!
don't
Yo, I clicked on a picture of his hot grillfy teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his teacher's a grillf. He's staring at her tits the whole time. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys see her fucking IMDb picture. One sec. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, she was pretty hot in the movie, The Teacher.
Yeah. Grillfy.
Man.
Deborah Twist. And she looks like she's into it too, man. She gives him a look. She gives him a fucking look, bro.
Well, she knew what she was doing.
Look at this. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, she had a smoke show.
She kind of looks like Elvira without her makeup on.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to see what this woman's fucking bitching about on Twitter. So.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, she catches him staring at her tits. He's like, "Should you be studying should you be studying Shakespeare?"
Well,
and then she gives him like this, "Hey, look."
Yeah, she knew what she was doing, dude.
Yeah, she absolutely knew what she was doing. She's in she works at a high school. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, she had a balcony, and those goods were out on display.
Oh yeah.
He was also jerking off to Shaka Zulu titties before.
That was fucking hilarious. He goes to the National Geographic website and starts plowing one out.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
But, all right. So, this was very frowned upon by certain, uptight assholes.
Uh-oh.
It was because of her cursing. They got more shit over Hit Girl cursing than her stabbing people through the fucking heart and her crushing people in a car compactor. They got more shit about that. And it's like, go looking at the shit that it was saying all about the movie. That the actress, Chloe Grace Moretz, she said that she could, if she would have said any of this at her home, her parents would have killed her. Mm-hmm. And even when she was promoting the movie, she didn't even say the word kick ass. She was calling it kick butt.
Oh God!
But,
she was 10 or 11 when they were filming this. So
yeah. But still, that doesn't stop some people. Yep. Sorry, I knew kids that were just like this. You know how she's saying
oh yeah,
saying the word fuck right in front of her dad, left and right. I knew kids who would do that.
Yeah,
if I did that in front of my dad, my head would have been put through the wall.
Yeah, language was never an issue in my house. It was just basically my dad would argue if you're swearing like a sailor like that, it just makes you sound stupid. Do you really want to sound stupid around people? Mm-hmm. And it made me kind of cull back my dropping of the F-bombs. But my mom she would say worse,
how you doing, IDK?
Hey, what's up?
What up?
Although I was 11 years old when I first heard the CUN word.
Wait, how old?
I was in 5th grade, and a kid had to write his name on the board to stay after class. And, I had to erase the board, and I'm looking at it, and I just say as loud as could be, "Who the hell's name is Cunt?" And she's like, "That's Kurt! That's Kurt!" I'm like, "Oh, the R looked like an N, my bad." She's like, "Dude, you just said cunt in class."
Oh, my God.
I personally like to tell people today was a Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I was always afraid of my father hearing me say a curse word because the belt.
Oh yeah.
The belt, the ladle.
But The older I got, the more I could get loose with whatever I was saying. So
What about the boat?
you couldn't say shit.
Got
You couldn't
the
say
boat
shit
oar?
anymore.
The what?
Nah,
Nobody got the boat oar. I got
Nah.
the boat oar.
Damn!
We had a boat.
Well, you got a boat. You got a boat, you rich motherfucker.
It wasn't really a boat oar. So this thing,
Like
it was
cricket
some
bat?
kind of paddle or something, but it was as thick as a boat oar. So I was laughing at my dad because he had beat me with the paddle. One of them paddles, you go out to say like a Crystal Cave or something like that, and they have for bottoms or whatever. They used to sell them all back in the day for parents. He broke that over me, and I started laughing. So then he grabbed the back scratcher, the wooden back scratcher, and he broke that, and I kept laughing. That's when he pulled out this little mini boat oar and started hitting me with that.
Damn!
Tommy was like kick ass. He couldn't feel it.
You guys were lightweights, dude. The fucking metal ladle, and you hear the whistling in the air before it hit you. Like, that's old school right there.
Another good one is the belt with the giant, because the old man used to have those giant belt buckles, and that son of a bitch.
Yes.
He would use the belt buckle out on the end.
Dude, my dad's regular belt was like the thickness of like a mall Santa belt.
Oh my god!
That shit would fucking that shit was fucking.
Just like, Slasher's like he could have strapped loads down on the back of a trailer. This thing was so thick.
That shit was fucking strong, bro.
Like I think I don't know. I got the rings. Those were the worst. Like getting punched with a ring, dude. Like,
okay. Let's not get into child abuse stories now. Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
I think we already did.
We're talking about the origin of our superhero character, Slasher. Yeah. I thought that's what the stream was all about.
That ship had sailed just like the oar that they used to beat Tommy with.
Like an oar, he said. Like an oar, not an oar. Like an
oar-like substance.
Yeah. So, I mean, they really make fun of it. Just say Tommy was beaten by a whore.
Well, you guys have seen what my dad did, Mr. Hoarder. There was no room to swing an actual boat oar in there.
There's just a random boat oar in the house. Like, do you have a boat? Well, no. Nobody got this for it.
Not for nothing. I lived in that sort of house too, bro. Like, there are certain people would bring certain things home. Like, why do you have a spur? Like, you don't own cowboy boots.
Hey, what up, Frankie? Frankie said he had 2 wooden spoons broken over him.
Oh, damn.
This is true. That's why they switched over to the metal one.
I had a plastic toy dart gun broken over my head.
Wow.
Whoa.
My friend, when I was in high school, this was the funniest. I walked in and him and his mom were fighting, and she was screaming and shit. So she took off her high heel, flung it at him. It just missed his face, and the heel got embedded into the wall.
I remember you saying this. Yeah. I remember you telling us.
I told you the one about my dad using my own toys to beat me.
Yeah.
He couldn't find nothing else, and he beat me with my Imperial Stormtrooper blaster.
Oh,
that goddamn thing could take a hit, man. I still have it.
The Force was not with Tommy that day.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Man, because that's like a double. Like, honestly, like that's a double with me. I can take a beating, but when my shit gets broken too, that's like a double. Like, fuck. Like,
yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, luckily the gun didn't break or nothing, but holy shit, man, did that thing hurt? They used to know how to make toys back then.
My dad, all right, like when we used to go to the candy store and shit, sometimes my dad would get, you're right, if anyone remembers in candy stores back in the day, the shitty $2.99, the $2.99 toy rack from the toy stores.
Yeah.
I mean in like candy stores and delis and shit like that. Yep. So he got me this 2-gun set with these darts, but they were like suction cup darts, but the part you load into the pistol wasn't the same. It was hard plastic.
Yep. Yeah, like blue, and the dart was the suction cup was orange. Yeah.
Yep. And me being the genius little wonder kid I was, I sit next to him on the couch, and I just decided to try to assassinate him, like point blank, right in the fucking temple.
Oh!
And he took that fucking thing thing, broke it over my head, and that was the end of those toys. No more dart guns for me after that.
Oh,
Shit.
No, I deserve that shit, man. I got him right in the temple with that fucking thing.
Oh, man.
And if Mark Miller wrote that story, he would have also sent photos of your mom. Never mind.
Yeah, like again, I mean, I didn't like the book. I like the movie. If that makes any sense, like
yeah, it makes perfect sense. So, like you said, with his writing, it's sometimes it's either take it or leave it kind of thing.
yeah, like I'm glad that I gave the movie a chance
Mhm.
because I was so turned off by the book.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because he's written some amazing fucking stories, even like his own creator own shit. The other stuff he's been doing in more recent years have been really good. Like Magic Order is fantastic.
He did Kingsman too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kingsman's great.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff he's done.
Was Kingsman also Marv? Was that the Marv imprint?
It might have been. That I don't know for sure. Because like right now, all of his shit is being published now through Dark Horse. He even left Image, or I think for a hot minute he was with Image, but Netflix is attached to all of it, and the loopholes and stuff that he has because he signed a deal. They said it was worth between $30 and $50 million. But he gives all of his artists co-creator credit, and they get royalties on all this shit and more. So at least he takes care of his artists, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's one that we aren't too thrilled about.
Yeah, everyone ruined my night.
Fucking A, man. Wait until you guys see my review on Vatican City.
Oh God.
He takes care of me even if they're Kleenex kids.
Yeah, right? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
You're like shit.
See D'Amico's nasty roundhouse kick to the kick-ass impersonator.
Yeah.
All right. So I have two gripes in this movie. Poor big titty girl in the fucking red dress at Razul's apartment. You didn't have to kill her. And this poor kick-ass impersonator.
Yep.
This
Yeah,
guy.
he didn't do anything. But what about the bystander? There's a guy who watches this. He's like,
oh yeah, that guy too. That guy too gets it here too. That's pretty
no,
cool.
that guy had it coming. Wasn't that the same guy who was staring at the carjacking, and when he got stabbed, wasn't that the same guy? I thought it was.
Oh, was it?
Thought it was.
Oh, the guy in the window?
Yeah, I thought it was the same guy.
Oh, was it?
Wait, the guy who hit him with the car?
No,
the guy
that was in the window at the beginning that watched the black guy and the white guy.
Oh, I couldn't even see that guy's face. I could
yeah. If it was, yeah, I'm with Tommy.
If
that was
he
him,
deserved
good
it.
for him. Yeah.
And fuck him.
God.
Well,
That is a pretty nice roundhouse kick.
Yeah, that is a pretty nasty round. But I like that we actually see that he's training too. Like he's got his own little dojo set up in his fancy high rise.
So why did they change from Genovese to D'Amico?
Because Genovese is an actual mafia name.
Oh, okay.
It's an actual crime family. Yeah, if you put that on film, the family could go after them.
Okay, Vinny, but you did like. It's also the name of it's the name of a fucking pharmacy too. You could use that name for anything.
Well, I had a coworker named Genovese, and he was a cool guy. I was like, oh, there's a crime.
But you said the name specifically.
Yeah.
You say Carmine. Did you say Carmine? That's real. That's real mafia.
Oh, it's like a legit person.
That's legit. Yeah, it's not because I'm sorry. This is what the lawsuits happened with Todd McFarlane when I was there. Tony Twistelli was the fucking hockey player. He used his name and put it into the book, and that's why the guy sued him and won.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. They want to avoid those situations. So I'm not being a dick.
The mafia is going to sue him.
The family would.
They have ways of solving problems.
They absolutely would. Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Again,
another point.
You're going to get into some deep balagna.
Bunch of stinking ginzos.
No. Like again, that's another point for the movie to change that shit. Like It's just thoughtless to put a legit person's name.
But then I'm just wondering why the hell Mark Millar would actually be dumb enough to put that in the comic book, because I'm sure they shouldn't have even taken too kindly. I mean, I'm not a mafia member or anything, but I'm sure they didn't take too kindly to that either.
Well, even if it was like somebody who knew, like they demonized this character, so it's like, even if it wasn't like a person that may or may not, an organization that may or may not exist, the fact that it was a person that they demonized was like a real, if it's like a quasi like celebrity or whatever, like you don't do that. Like, and again, that's what that got freaking McFarlane sued. You don't put a real person into your book and then assassinate their character, essentially.
Right. Because that's exactly what happened too. Because it was the mafia guy in Spawn, and the fucking lawyers went after him big time. But the thing is, again, Todd was making so much money with the toys, it didn't even matter.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, the more I'm thinking about that, dude, that's fucked up.
Well, it's also like what you said, Chris. They have ways of dealing with things.
Yeah, why would you put a bullseye on your back, man?
They're pretty stupid.
Yeah,
and maybe Millar didn't give a shit either because Marvel was behind them, and the Disney deals I think were happening too. So.
But that was dumb of Marvel to actually name him that in the comics too. They should have been like, let's avoid this at all costs.
Yeah.
But again, these businesses don't operate how you would think. So it's just like, oh, he's the hottest writer right now. He's making so much fucking money with all these things.
God damn it! It's filtered over to your channel now. Hey, can somebody get that from Fun with Friends? I'd sent something that Shifty had posted. Send that to Frankie on Twitter.
Tord.
Yeah,
I think we should change it to Tard.
That's how he autographed one of the toys, Chris. It's legit said TORD, bro.
It looked like Toad to me, but
I saw R.
Hey, Mario.
Yeah, I thought it said Tord. But
Jesus.
Either way, the man is always Tuna Todd to me.
Yeah. I just don't understand how big companies like Marvel, I don't know if DC has done this, but like, that's fucked up, dude. Like, you name a legit person and then just vilify them in your book like that. Like, how do you not expect a lawsuit? Like, hi, let's intentionally make something that I'm going to lose money for. Like,
wait, isn't that what they've been doing for the past decade anyway? Intentionally losing money, it seems.
Oh yeah, that's true. I stand corrected. These people clearly want to lose money.
I mean, I don't pick up any of these books, but I see people, putting up plenty of shit about it on Twitter to know that you're not making any money off this fucking steaming pile.
Yeah, I don't know. I loved the actor in this, dude. The guy that played D'Amico. This guy's a badass.
Mark Strong. Yeah.
What the hell? What else was he?
He's Dr. Savannah in Shazam.
He's in Kingsman.
Yep. That's where I saw him. Kingsman. Yeah.
I didn't see the fucking Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, but wasn't he in it?
Yeah, he was Sinestro.
He's Sinestro?
Yep.
Oh damn.
Yeah. But he's mostly CGI. Like his face is there, but yeah.
Yeah. With the
I didn't see the whole movie. I only saw pieces of it. Again, it was
I didn't see any of it. Yeah. So, excuse me.
Apparently, nobody did.
Yeah, nobody did. It was like cable one day, and I'm like, "What the fuck? This is unwatchable." And there's some guy with like a giant ass head in the movie. Like, I didn't get it, and they go, "That's Parallax."
I thought that was supposed to be Sinestro. Where right now I'm remembering seeing a picture of somebody with that fucking giant ass head.
Yeah,
I thought that was supposed to be Sinestro.
That was Parallax, apparently. And I'm
the
like,
yellow.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm good, and I shut it off. I'm like, this is.
Oh, I thought they just did Parallax in that fucking like insect form. Like when Parallax is like
like it possesses this guy and deforms him or something.
Yeah, he gets mutated.
Okay.
And they picked a really shitty actor too on top of it. Like a guy's like a C-lister. And it's like that's your villain. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Man.
Yeah, but this but so going back to talking about, just kick-ass, not just this movie, but so part 2 turned out from the get-go, when they released it, it turned out to it showed a little bit of a disaster was on the horizon because Jim Carrey didn't want to promote the movie at all. And Jim Carrey, yes, and he actually publicly spoke out about it too. And that right there is not a good sign for any sort of.
I think that was also around the time where he had a girlfriend that
wink, 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 nudge, nudge. Someone's gone.
Yeah. Well, she blamed him apparently, and that stuff got released of what he said to her to push her over the edge, supposedly, and whatnot. So again, Jim Carrey's a piece of garbage.
No.
Oh, by the way, he wasn't. Mark Strong was also in Sherlock Holmes.
Oh shit! Was he Moriarty?
Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, this
which Sherlock Holmes? Which
Sherlock? Robert Downey Jr. one.
He was Lord Henry.
It's
Blackwood.
over a decade old, isn't it?
Yeah, the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies are freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, those are good.
I completely forgot they even existed.
Yeah, they were Guy Ritchie movies.
Yeah,
completely forgot they even existed. But so, all right, at the end of Kick-Ass 2, you see that Dave is standing there and he's, smashing the hammer, building a fucking armor suit. So they really thought they had something in the bag with part 2, because that is obviously threequel baiting. That part right there of him building an armor suit. And then Hollywood's like, nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah. But and now, like I said, it's because of that why I think that this first one and this movie is awesome, but it's because of the stank of part 2. Yeah, why no one wants to talk about this movie anymore.
Yeah.
And this movie was heavily talked about when it came out, man. That's because I told you guys, I didn't see it in the theater. Word of mouth is what got me to see this fucking movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got too ahead of themselves. They thought they could outdo themselves with the fucking with the sexual stuff and the fucking our part 2. There's a scene with the motherfucker where he's gonna essay that chick in the fucking bathroom stall. Mm-hmm. Anyone remember that scene where he couldn't get it up and they really dragged that scene on?
Wait, which?
Yep. Yeah, when Nick
in part 2. When
oh fuck!
The motherfucker.
I saw it only one time.
I did too. Unfortunately, I remember it. Unfortunately, I remember the movie. But that seemed like they were trying to get in the stuff that they missed from adding in to the first movie from the comic. It's like they were trying to get caught up with all that shit.
How stupid.
Oh, we lost Adam.
Oh.
Well, he wasn't.
His internet got AIDS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the other night, it completely shit to
bed. But.
Yeah. Well, you know why the second one sucked? Because they changed the director. Matthew Vaughn didn't do it.
It wasn't Matthew Vaughn?
No. I think he went on to do the X-Men movie. The one in the 60s.
I don't know what you're talking about. The second one was great. What's going on, Tolbat?
I heard you.
What's up, Tolbat?
John Leguizamo, wasn't it?
If you look at the box office and budget, the first one actually did worse than the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
the second one. Hey,
what's up, buddy?
I think the reason why the second one did better than the first one is because nobody the first one was an unproven.
Nobody knew. No one. Kick-Ass wasn't really a popular character.
Yeah, and then they all went to go see the second one because of how good the first one was, and they're like, I think the third one would have been considerably worse than the first one in terms of.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Well, storyline too probably would have been fucking.
Well, did they have plans to do a third one or no?
I would say so from the way the second one ended.
Yeah.
By him making that armor suit, that was what made me think that they were going to try to do a part 2, a part 3.
There were 3 volumes in the book. The book came in 3 volumes, so it's like. yeah, I think they were going to make the trilogy, and then the second one was just like, dude, we got a lot of negative feedback on the second one.
Jim Carrey didn't help.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, whether he disagreed with the fucking material of the movie or not, just him doing that in general is a bad fucking. It's a bad look.
Well,
it's a bad look for everything.
If you're that big of a butthurt over the subject matter that you took the job for, then you should have.
Then you shouldn't have taken the job to begin with. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
His character was like a fucking joke anyway.
I didn't like. People were like, "Oh, he was so funny in there." I was like, "Was he really?"
He was like a Temu version of Big Daddy. He was like basically a surrogate Big Daddy, but
just with a stupider voice. That was all.
Yeah, and a dog. You know, and it was like, this is dumb.
Yeah, and they tried to do the whole. They tried to do the whole Phoenix Jones in Seattle thing. The merry gang of fucking Mensa members.
I'll take that guy and his dog over Jackie Chan any day.
Oh damn!
Leave me alone.
I don't want any trouble. What is happening?
But yeah, we'll wrap this up in a little bit. But I love this movie, and it's it's like the more finding out about the comic book. Like when I first heard about it being a comic book, I was like, oh, this sounds like worth checking out. And then you read more into it, and you're like, no, it doesn't sound like it's worth checking out.
Yeah, I was given a book for free, and I wished I felt ripped off. Like,
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
I've heard that before about people receiving indie comics. They got it for free, and they were like, "Oh my god, what a disappointment!"
Yeah. Well, I got Vatican City for free, and holy shit, is that a disappointment?
I don't
want to
accept it for free. Yeah.
But I don't want to fucking read a comic book and read about the superhero's 50-year-old dad having getting a blowjob from a teenager, stuff like that. No.
Yeah. That's perversion on the part of the writer, is it not?
It's demented, man. Yep. You don't have to fucking do the James Gunn bullshit all the time, man.
And that was Marvel Disney right there, so I don't know. It says a lot, I think.
Upon a star.
Okay. Here, I got a challenge for you guys. So you don't like Kick-Ass 2, but here I dare you to go watch Mystery Men, and then watch Kick-Ass 2.
You know what? I liked Mystery Men.
Yeah,
I actually liked it.
It's bad.
It was, but I liked it. It was a stupid movie that I liked.
I thought it was stupid, but it was funny. Like there were parts in it where I was generally laughing my ass off. Like the dude who had his superpower was the ability to be invisible only when people aren't.
Well, I thought the whole part where they fucking accidentally killed Greg Kinnear was fucking hilarious. It's like they're trying to rescue this guy, and they turn him to that fucking glob or whatever the fuck they turned him into. That was fucking funny.
Oh, that and then bowling ball was fucking awesome, man.
So here's another one. You guys we missed the days when like movies were like at least semi-trying. So there's this one that came out of Russia. I'm pretty sure that's where it came out of. It's called The Guardians on Tubi.
Yes, I saw that.
That is not a bad movie.
You remember the bear? Like the big
CG
werebear?
I like that. I thought that was cool as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was like a knockoff Avengers, but it's generally it's watchable. It's good, dude. It's not the soulless crap we see in the West these days.
I'm just hearing a lot of woke stuff coming out of you guys, man. I'm gonna go hang out with Nerdrotic later.
Yeah, Tollbat, I got you. I got you, Tollbat. I'm gonna leave that game until we decide to do that stream too.
What's that one? The Jackie Chan? What's that happening?
No, the Last Ninja.
Oh.
The pain in the ass fucking NES game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what? I actually saw that shit in the movies. Like, I don't know why. It was just me and one other person. Like, one day we just decided, like, nothing better to do in the afternoon. Let's go see Mystery Men.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have paid to see it, but I don't know. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
But yeah, this movie, this movie is awesome. I always love to go back and watch this movie now and then.
Yeah.
good job from everybody in the cast, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wasn't really, I can't really complain about anybody. Even the fat kid from Hot Tub Time Machine, he was funny in
Cousin
this.
Oliver.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy who was in everything at one point, and now he's just gone.
Yeah.
Well, when you don't look like a teenager anymore and you can't do those roles, and he's just a fat, ugly guy.
Dude, he was on The Office still looking like that. And The Office, they're all supposed to be adult age.
If he's adult, he looks like that CG JD Vance, like me.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, poor JD Vance.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, The Wizard. I saw The Wizard in the theater too. Told that.
California.
I saw The Wizard opening night.
The Super Mario Brothers 3 commercial.
The Power Glove and Super Mario 3 commercial. Yeah.
It's so bad. Yes, Lucas, you are correct. That is a terrible peripheral. Yeah.
But yeah, I give this a 10. I give it a 10. As funny, I know I might complain of the Marvel way they do movies now, how it has to be all jokey, but this was not that. This was not Robert Downey Jr. making fucking wisecracks every 5 minutes. Yeah. It was the comedy fit well with the movie. Everybody did a great job with the acting.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage doing his Adam West impersonation was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I give this shit a 10.
Nice.
Yeah, Vinny.
I'd give it about an 8. Yeah, it's a very solid movie. A lot of good shit in there. It's been a minute since I've seen it, so watching it with you guys was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah. About an 8's pretty solid on that. I liked a lot of the actors and shit that were in it. Again, Mark Strong, he was so fucking good. But yeah. A lot of nice scenes in there too. Good action shit. Yeah, especially when she killed them all in the end. That was so fucking.
The hallway scene.
That hallway scene was fantastic.
Yep. She's doing fucking backflips off the wall and shit.
I like Matthew Vaughn. He's a good director, and the Kingsman movie that he's done, those are a lot of fun too. Not all of them. The first one was definitely good.
That church scene was it the first Kingsman? The church scene.
Yes.
That was an extended version of the hallway scene in this.
Yes.
There's some cool shit.
I've only seen bits and pieces of the Kingsman, but I definitely remember that fucking church scene.
Didn't he do a couple of the Planet of the Apes movies too? Those newer ones.
Oh, yeah, those are all good.
I think he did as well. Yeah.
Oh, the James Franco ones.
Yeah,
or one of them at least had.
James Franco doesn't survive. Yeah, not a spoiler.
Well, most people didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say, Chris?
I give it a 9, and I would probably lean closer to 9.5, but the source material is not my ideal. I don't like the comics. I think the movie is actually a superior product. And hearing all these back things, the stuff behind the scenes about how the guy literally used a real person's name to basically shit on him. That kind of brought it from a perfect score. And I would say a 9, a solid 9 though, but leaning closer to more is 9.5 than 9.
Tommy.
Well, the Guinea Pig Collective doesn't give numbers anymore. Well, I will say.
All right, how many shits does the guinea pig drop on this movie? How many turdlets is dropped on this movie?
Okay, so since you're asking for the turdlets, you're going to get it like an honest squirt, you son of a bitch. We'll give a full guinea pig T-Rex for this film. That puts it at a very good score. It's not the top score. Top score would be a guinea pig popcorning, which would be, I guess, your equivalent to a 10. But this is sitting right in the 7 to 9 range with a full T-Rex, standing on the back legs, both paws up in the air with the head up. So they get a full T-Rex for this one. This was well done, and one of the things nobody's really mentioning, there wasn't a whole lot of wasted scenes in this movie.
No,
every little piece of backstory you got, they didn't dwell on it unnecessarily. They
I
showed you
wouldn't
what
say
you
there
needed
were
to
any
know, and
waste.
they moved right on.
I wouldn't say there's any wasted scenes in this. You know,
It's
even
great.
the stuff of them when they're, when they're all in the fucking comic book shop and they're all talking, it goes by quickly. It's not fucking dragging its feet, you know?
Perfect pacing. Yeah, there isn't a single lull moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. So
Watch it.
I'm
If you
not
haven't seen
going.
it,
I'm
watch
not
it.
going. I'm not going near part 2. I'm not contaminating my channel with that one. But yeah, next week I'll go back into the ninja movies. So I found this one the other day called "Pray for Death," starring Sho Kosugi from the other ninja movies. So yeah, I'm gonna do that one next week. I don't know if it's any good or not. So
we weren't doing Kung Fu Hustle.
you didn't say Kung Fu Hustle, motherfucker. You said fucking Super Cop.
No, I know, but we talked about it the other week because Tommy was like, "Oh yeah, that was a good one." I thought
all right. Well, I thought I had put that on the fucking list. I didn't know we were doing it immediately.
Oh no, yeah. Make sure if it's on the list.
As long as it's on the queue.
Yeah. Well, that's good then.
I'll put that on the list because I got the next 2 ones. The next 2.
Put it on the fucking list.
It's listed. It's listed.
Yeah, you just
It's Steve Buscemi's list from Billy Madison. Glad I called that guy.
Put it on the list.
Yeah,
put it on the Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, thanks for chilling out, guys. Vinny, you want to throw your link in there?
Yeah, yeah, guys, it's Vinny Art. Like you see there on YouTube's. Do it. Jump on there. You're gonna love it. Tomorrow we're doing Dexter season 2, episodes 3 and 4. So surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, it's awesome stuff, man. As always, I'm blessed.
You don't want to throw your link in the chat or nothing?
Yeah, let me. I'm grabbing it.
Grab this!
Ayo!
We're gonna have to screw. We're gonna have to screw somebody over. It's like I forgot the first
Tony?
name they said. They said, "Fuck Tony, he's a scumbag."
Yeah, that's right. Tony's a scumbag. Fuck him.
That guy's good too, man. I always see that guy like. If he's not playing like a fucking mafia goon, he's playing like a cop or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in? Oh shit, he was in something we were watching. That guy, Michael Rispoli, I think his name is.
Oh, the guy who said like his second in command.
Yeah, his second in command, D'Amico's second in command.
Yeah. He was. Death to Smoochie.
Yeah. That's right. He's Spinner from Death to Smoochie.
Yeah, cool. Fuck. I think he was in the first. Was he the first couple of episodes of Sopranos? I think he's the one who's dying or he died in the hospital. I don't fucking remember.
Death to Smoochie is another good one.
Yeah,
I think I gotta put that on the list.
There you go.
Where's the painting with Vinny?
Yeah, happy little clown.
Is that a show? Is that a show?
That's Mellow Art World. Go to that YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, man.
My art class is over there. I want to do more of them. We'll see what I have time for. And some shit's gonna be changing up soon.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night. Which episodes? 3 and 4 of Dexter.
3 and 4, yeah, season 2. That's at 8:00. So yeah, come and hang out with us.
Fuck yeah!
Always having a blast with that. What a fucking fantastic series.
Yeah, I'm digging it. Definitely digging it.
Man. Oh yeah, I'm happy you guys have been loving it.
And Chris, thanks for chilling, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
You want to throw that link in there too?
Oh sure, sweet. So, a little news on Infinitale Chronicles #2. I just sent the books to print or my proofs to print to see how it comes out. And yeah, I'm basically just waiting on a YouTuber to help me launch this baby. So yeah, we're gonna be launching very soon, like very soon. And when we do, it's the floodgates are gonna be open, man. Like I've already been showing some people kind of what the campaign page looks like, and they seem super excited about it. So I'm really stoked, man. I can't wait to see people's reaction to it.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah, and thanks for having me, man.
Oh yeah. Well, it's fun fucking watching these movies, and Just being able to fucking riff on shit.
Hell yeah.
Tommy, thank you, man. I'm glad I could fucking, pick a movie that you don't despise. You still there, Tommy?
I'll despise it in my own way. I mean, I'm still egregiously hurt that you guys will not even watch the first episode of Big Bang Theory with me. It just brings tears to the pig's heart.
All right, despite your love of the Big Bang Theory, it's always good hanging out with you, Tommy.
No,
we can have our differences and still be friends.
Yeah, and, always awesome to see all the people hanging out in chat. All the people are going to watch it later on. Thanks for hanging out with us. So, could have spent your time anywhere. Just spend it here. And this pig appreciates it. You will keep your toes. Have a good one.
I have a feeling that the next week's Ninja movie, I have a feeling Tommy's going to hate it. just a hunch. Oh, you've seen Pray for Death before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate
it. Okay. Awesome. My plan has worked. But Adam almost made it to the end of the stream this time. Happy Dinosaur, Vigilante, Soul Assassin, Ancient One, DJ, Chicago Cubs, IDK, Frankie, Tollbat. Did I miss anybody? DJ Play Nice in at the end. Next week, Pray for Death. More fucking, I think it's another canon film too, so you know it's gonna be good. But Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one.
Wait. I gotta do my thing.
What's up, DiBiase, punk ass bitch? Oh,